Gay people can be trash too.
Just wait for my thoughts come through. Or go, what's right? Dropping wisdom in the dark. For justice, my fight or flight. I'm striving from the start. Rational, my mind tears the light so apart.
Okay, I think I have everything working right. Just adjust my voice. I think it's a little too high compared to the lo-fi. Well, this isn't so much lo-fi as it is just a song. Oh my god, I want professional. Let's see. Lo-fi. There we are. I'm sure that those first couple of songs will probably be muted, but you know, whatever. Nobody listens to the first 3 minutes anyway. Hi, Binary Bird. Welcome in. Hope you're doing all right. Let me just make sure I set this up properly. Hello, my love. I hope you're doing all right as well. Alright, I think I got it. Wallering in bed. I'm quite tired, but I want to stay up a little while if you can. You should. You don't work tomorrow, right? I'm basically gonna try and make a new outfit for Malek here. And I'm gonna see how it goes. And if it goes well, I may try and redraw Heck and give him an outfit at all, because I think he is still naked. A wild Appleton in chat. Okay, so...
What the fuck is going on in here on this day?
Hi, Emmy. I'm just trying to think of new outfits for my original characters and see if I can't get them to look nice. I've been playing that phone game Dislight recently, and they have such creative outfits, and I want to come up with something for him, and I want to do that today. So I'm gonna see what the vibes give me, where they take me, and we'll see where it goes from there. It's like, I almost want a fur-lined, like, collar right here. I feel like he's got to show off his titties, right? It would be like fur going up this way.
Look at their titties.
I like it.
With
It's
their
filthy.
part and stuff.
Hi, Evan with an eye. How are you? Ort! Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Very much appreciated. I hope you're doing all right. Thank you, thank you. But I don't know why I imagine, like, poofy sleeves, though. Is that weird? But with, like... But would the poofy sleeves be clear mesh? Or like a clear vinyl? Maybe I'm gonna hide the gem. Or maybe the entire jacket can be clear vinyl. Oh my goodness, Dagger Hilt, you've redeemed first. Therefore, you are the smelliest, stankiest, most wonderful goblin of the night. Saw a bit of Town to City and it looks cute. What is Town to City? I don't know if I've seen that. See, I've always imagined Malek as an escaped demon prince from another dimension. So I feel like a little bit of, like, a bit of royalty touch to this wouldn't look out of place. Fuzzy city builder with, like, a Mediterranean vibe. Oh. Interesting. That's all Torn. I usually leave all that kind of thing to Torn. I erased part of Malek? I think I did. I erased part of Malek. That's gonna bug me. Hold on. There we go. What outfits are you drawing? I'm gonna draw an outfit for Malek here. I'm not sure what yet, but I've been playing that Dislight phone game, and they all have such unique and beautiful outfits. I want to make my characters have unique and beautiful outfits. So I'm kind of seeing what, like, the vibes he gives me, and I'm gonna go in from there. I feel like I've tried this once and I didn't really get it right, but we'll see if I get it right this time. I'm gonna have another fur line near his big scruffy collar. You should draw an OSHA compliant outfit. Oh my goodness. I can just put him in a burlap sack if you want. Okay, so I feel giant buckles here. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be OSHA compliant. Not in the least. Maybe that's too poofy. I need to practice my clear vinyl art anyway. Bet Evan and I could pull off a look in some clear vinyl. I bet. Should I give him a tongue ring? I feel like he deserves a tongue ring. And maybe a nose ring. Some earrings. But yeah, I guess a phone game was very influential on me lately, and I kept thinking I can do creative outfits like this. Like, they really don't give a fuck. They said if it looks good on them, I'm gonna draw it, even if it looks crazy. That's just how it's gonna work. I need to go to Costco and buy another giant box of energy drinks. Oh yeah. How about you can stop drinking mine? Just gonna copy and paste this one. Like one of yours. I feel like that's one too many. I'm just kidding, I don't care. I feel like Malek isn't afraid of a piercing or two. Maybe he's got some more hidden piercings. Maybe hidden away in a secret compartment that he has on his body. Maybe he has 2 of them. Maybe he has 2 piercings hidden away on a secret pocket on his body. Are those not working anymore? Man, we really need to do that productivity stream. Are you gonna do it tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? You're doing that tomorrow.
You probably will get to see me
Gobble and swallow.
gobble and swallow up.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness we still have that one. Today's word of the day is dong. Wait, why did it work? Oh, you added an S. Oh, what a failure. Wow, you're so embarrassing. Okay, I'm not liking the way the puffy sleeves are looking, so I'm gonna change those. I feel like I was going in a direction, that's for sure. I like how the color...
Quiet, you trash!
I like how the collar looks, though. So what if I extended this downward? As if he was wearing like a mankini. Centaur not working is truly sad, though. Yeah, exactly. Is that too slutty? I feel like that's a little too slutty. But what if I also had straps going like this? I feel like I'm heading somewhere with that. No such thing as too slutty. I mean, you are correct. You're correct in the best kind of way. Could go sluttier. True. I mean, I don't know how. Honestly. I'm already saving on fabric, if you know what I mean. I think you know what I mean. Why do I want the collar to just be absolutely huge? What if I had a tearaway on the costume so that the costume could become sluttier? You're right, Dagger Hills. Again, in the best way. Now, I do want the collar to come down, actually. Slutty inception. Slutception!
Look at my little honey slut.
Exactly. I think a collar would look cute on this.
Slut. Harlot.
I'm gonna keep exploring. Let me see. Okay, so I do feel like he needs something on his sleeves. Maybe just like a tight black vinyl, like, sleeve. But with, like, the arms cut out here so you could see his biceps.
You're such a nasty whore. God, you're disgusting.
And we'll cover up one of the fingies. Maybe I should make the cutout by the elbow. That way you can see his little floofy elbow. I like that better. But does that mean I should also make a cutout by the shoulders? I like it. Cover up one fingy again. Iron Thorns. I feel like that's another one of those, like, ancient Pokemon that they, like, remade a bunch of them from. Okay. I like this. Guessing that's gonna go up top. I feel like I need to scoot this strap near his nipple up a bit. I don't know if I'm still keeping the part that goes down. I haven't decided yet. It would connect the two. And I could let him keep his little thong. Let me give it a liner. Like it has some like piping. Do I like that? We can make it like a white or an orange. I've been using orange to accent his outfits lately. Just because it looks so striking, and you know, it matches the gem on his chest, of course. Okay, so then let's put some like the piping over here too. That way it looks kind of sporty in a way. I guess we should put some on the sleeves too. I feel like it's lost some of its royalty along the way. Should we give him a cape or something? No capes. God, his body is just absolutely slamming. Look at this waistline. That is a slutty waistline. What if like a belt or something? These are all just gonna be like clear vinyl and like straps. Like it's gonna be like barely anything. Here I was trying to give him a more regal outfit. Okay, I do need to give him some sort of pants though. Maybe I'll give him a matching, like, the vinyl sleeves, kind of. Does it also need cutouts? So the bottom could be a bit more covered to balance out the top. You're right, you're right. So far, what it's equaling out to be is like a mankini, some leg warmers, and some fetish gear. That's pretty much what we've got so far. I'm here for it. I mean, it's a look. It's a slutty little look, but you know what? A look nonetheless.
It's fashion? Is it wait, but is it fashion? Mm-hmm. It's fashion.
Thank goodness we still have that one. Alright. I feel like I want big accessories, like a big chunky bracelet with spikes. Because of course. I'm gonna look up some internet things. Oh, almost forgot to start the captions. Let's see. Interesting, interesting. I see, I see. I feel like I want to make the sleeves of this, or the bottom of this, come out like a jacket would. No, I don't like that. I feel like I was going somewhere here. Hold on. The straps would go in here, underneath the fabric, and it would tuck underneath the belt, as if that was holding it down. Okay, that looks a little more cohesive. Hold on, let me try this again. No, that's too far. Hold on. Hold on, it needs to go, or that's too close in. Hold on, it needs to go this way. Then underneath the titty right here. Thank goodness I had plenty of drawings that I've done of Malek, so that I can use him like a little dress-up doll. Isn't that what the OCs are for? Exactly. I don't think anybody's got the exact thing that I want. That's kind of close to what I want. Interesting, interesting. I have a picture of a girl wearing a clear vinyl outfit, or it's probably most likely AI of a girl wearing a vinyl outfit. Because that's just the world we live in now, and we can't escape it. Unforced, yeah. And I wish there was a way to, like, filter that out. Like, to tell all the search engines, please don't include this in the results. I feel like this side isn't quite matching the other side. I feel like it all needs to come down a bit. You've read to ask, do you happen to know where you relocated all the lanyards from the closet? Oh, they might be in a bag. If you enter the closet and immediately to your left on the floor, right before the jackets, there are a few things tucked in there. It might be in one of the bags that's tucked into that little tiny corner. I feel like I need something here. Like this ends somewhere, and maybe like a giant, like, ring here. Yes, there we go. Like this. Mounted cock ring. I mean, if it's that high up, good for him. Okay, so that's looking a little better.
Oh, I'll let the thing slither right down my throat.
I feel like this feels unfinished right here. Like I need to... And this, I feel like this is incorrect. I feel like I need to extend this further. Like, it wouldn't be showing this much of this crease. It could be way over here. I feel like that's better. There we go. Like something like that. That's a little closer to what I'm looking for. Most engines will accept AI generated to filter it out, and DuckDuckGo is working on a feature to filter it out. Ooh, that would be nice. What if I... There's something there. There's something there. I feel like this still feels kind of boring. Add some dangly bits. That's what I'm thinking. I gotta figure out what dangly bits I want to add, though. I gotta put the horns in front of the fur on the collar, because I feel like it would be going back towards the back. The fur would. I'm gonna pierce him here. That eyebrow piercing. I don't know what this piercing is called, but I feel like Torn had this piercing before. Let me see if I could find some more inspiration somewhere. I like the idea of that. Let me finish the bracelets that I never finished. Let me see. Ooh, no, that's not gonna work for this side. I have to redraw them. Or maybe I'll just have it on one side. I like the idea of giant diamonds on here instead of spikes, because I feel like spikes are played out. And some nice jewelry. Maybe I need to make this this collar up here match it. He's so edgy. Super edgelord. It's more more opulent than it is edgy. You on the right layer? Yes. I currently am. Oops. I'm trying to rein it back in to look a little more like on the regal side, but I don't know. I think it's hard to mix fetish and regal in the right way. I have the patience to learn drawing while I know I can, and it's not too late. I'm just gonna express the thought, and that's it. True. Yes. Yeah, it is definitely a skill that you have to work hard at, and that's always rough to do, especially to like somebody new to drawing. That's always difficult. Maybe I will include the clear vinyl on the sleeves still. Instead of just exposed open holes. Okay, I feel like there's a lot here in the middle that we're not. All of this right here all of this, I need to add more detail to that. I think it could look more regal, maybe add more spots for jewels and gilding. True. Let me think and kind of look around again for some inspiration. There's some good ideas out there, and I found a picture that looks like it would be handy to learn how to draw clear vinyl clothing again. Ooh, is it PVC fabric? Is that what it's called? PVC fabric. I think that's the shiny, like, rainbow colored stuff. I mean, that is an option, I guess. I bet I could figure out how to do that. Yeah, that's definitely AI that I'm looking at, which is annoying. See, Namor realness, royal, but also serving whore. They had a chance to serve whore on that Marvel Rivals game, but they didn't show off his titties like they did in the comic book. Which is just a damn shame. Namor, exactly. Black Panther Namor. That is a fine man. Whew. It was hard to pay attention in that movie with him walking around in the tiny little booty shorts. Okay, so something needs to be done here. I feel like if I just added unnecessary buckles, it'll add more details to this. I feel like I didn't get that quite right. Then what if I connected it? What if? Okay. Interesting. Which reminds me, 1 second. Okay. I feel like I'm putting this in the wrong place. Like it would be further down, like this. Yeah, like that. Okay, so now it's all coming down to just me adding details. And I feel like a big zipper going down the front towards the middle would be pretty sexy. Let me just... Okay, so we're gonna put a zipper going up this way. He doesn't even wear drawers. He's currently wearing drawers. And then we'll have the top part unzipped. Like this. Well, I like that. His teeth are too big. There we go. I guess I'll manually draw this zipper. I think I have a zipper brush, but it's too detailed and looks weird. So I always have to draw over it anyway, so I'll just draw some generic zipper teeth. I feel like I need something to hold up his little stockings. So I'm gonna have to fasten something to his top half. No. That would have to be a really stretchy thing. A garter belt. I mean, it would look good on him. There we go. I don't want to see what something like that would look like. And then it would extend past this, and that would make it look a little better. This is the part that was annoying me. But then I would have to add more straps to keep it in. Because there's no way this strip of fabric would stay up on his body like this. Wonder if... Hmm. This is giving very, like, Emma Frost-ish, kind of, like, with, like, almost a swimsuit, bodysuit kind of thing. I don't know what a graphite eye is. Do I? Do I know what a graphite eye is? I wonder if once I start coloring this in, that's what Shroodle evolves into. Oh, okay, now I know what it is. I wonder if once I start coloring this in, it'll start looking a little more cohesive, like it's actually, you know, supposed to. No, that's too high up. Maybe it doesn't need a zipper, like, tie thing. Because, like, I feel like if I add another zipper tie, like, right here, that would look weird. So we'll make it, like, the ring right here is supposed to be, like, the faux zipper. Hi, Hex Machine. Aw, thank you. Going down. Okay, so where is this ending up on his thighs? I think right about here. Like Rich and Hex draw party things too. Oh yeah. I feel like we draw very different styles of things. I don't know, I just love drawing sexy things. More than anything else. Have a lot of nudity and I'm nervous to do it on screen. Tell me about it, Hex. I wish we could. If we could draw like nudity and sexual exploits, I would be on here all the time. Move this up. Just a teeny bit. they changed the rules, but they did too much. Like, they changed the rules too drastically, and because they did that, a lot of things went down that they didn't like, so they said no more, and they changed it back immediately, like almost a day to 2 days later. Isn't that wild? They said you can draw nudity as long as it's not sexual in nature. But then people tried to do it and they kept getting their accounts banned. And it's all like, well, that's allowed now, technically. And then, you know, eventually they're like, never mind. Right? I hear that, Hex. Yeah, because what they tried to do, they were like, yeah, you can draw nudity and you can twerk and, you know, you can draw on yourself naked and all the real life, like, you know, sexy dancing, the nudity, like real life nudity. I think it scared them, and so they took back the whole thing. Yeah, I think like Pixiv and a few other places, but I don't know. I feel like it's one of those you have to like gain back a new following, and it's hard convincing people to like switch to a new program just to see something else that I may not even do that often. I don't know. It's kind of complicated. I feel like there needs to be a more complicated fastener for the garter belt. Something... I did a really neat fastener up here, like this, and I may add a connector to it. Or maybe just add, like, little tassels that come down like this. No, that'd be too much work. But I'll draw a fastener that kind of looks like the one up there. See if I can expand it. If I did it like this. No, that's too far out. Gotta be like right in the middle. Right here. It's still a little off. Hard to get this perfectly balanced. This is part of the sketch anyway. I'm gonna redraw the whole thing. So then you would attach the straps here. looks weird. Something about this looks weird. Let me move some things. This is gonna be amazing. Hi, Riri. I'm glad I was finally able to pop by. Well, thank you for popping in. It's always good to see you. I don't like that. Let me see how far back I can go. Sweet, we went back to the original. But now it still feels weird. Should I just connect these? Coup. I might just connect these and then add a belt here to kind of like lengthen the leg. And maybe one on this side too. Just connect this. I wasn't feeling the garters. They just didn't look right. Now it's more of a bodysuit, but maybe I'll just lower the stocking. And then we'll do this like this. I think that looks okay. Go like these. I think this cuff might be out of place. I think it might have to go on the other arm. Because the perspective looked a little weird on the other arm. So if I swap it to this side, it looks a little better. That means I have to do one on this side, though. Do you think it would go upwards instead, since this arm is facing a little more upwards? So it would look more like this direction, with the perspective looking the way it does. Yeah, I think that's how that would look. You push the cuff up just a little more. I feel like it's not quite matching the same width as the other cuff. There we go, that's a little better. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I like that. I knew something was bugging me over here. Then have our crystals looking like this. Then closer like this. And like this. Would it look up? Hold on. Yeah, I think that would go upwards. There we go, like that. There we go. Okay. I do like the matching cuffs, though. I don't know what I was thinking, only trying one cuff. That's just silly bitch behavior. Let me draw the little matching dealy bop hanging thing on this side, too.
You bitch. You did it. Stupid bitch. Doesn't even know.
Exactly. Do we need more American Dad clips? I feel like we do. I think I still have all my Roger clips.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Nothing to be scared of.
Because I saved them onto the, whatchamacallit. The Steam Deck? Stream Deck, sorry. Yeah, that. homeless guy at the bus station is hung. But I knew that.
Let's give it a few more minutes.
This is looking appropriately slutty. With, like, almost the entire, like, chest cut out. Appropriately slutty, yeah. Love a good boob window, especially on the fellas. This is more like a boobs, abs, and upper thighs window. And actually, it's black, clear PVC, so you're still gonna be able to see his body. I'm gonna give him a different type of crown. Boobs up his ass window and out. I mean, I bet you the back is just absolute cutout central. If he sneezed the wrong way, you might see right up inside him. I do like how this turned out, though. I think if you were to comprehend his backside, you'd see all up inside him. I have drawn his backside before. Let me see. Should we draw the backside of the outfit? No. That'd be too much work. I'm kind of not loving the little elbow windows here. I kind of want to add fur to the actual, like, arms. Is that weird? Maybe not. I feel like there's something about his arms that I can change. So let me see if I can't figure something out. I feel like it would need a defined N from the PVC. Yeah. I mean, the gloves, it's like a almost fingerless gloves, but I feel like that's not enough. Huh. Let me take a look at it. Let me get rid of this cutout. Let me add a little bit of tension over here. I'll erase that little bit there. What could I do there? This fantasy life game is so cute. Really? super cute and good. Excuse me. Think. I can do something with these sleeves. Let me see the rest of the outfit. Gonna add a few more creases to the fabric just to make it look a little more like it's molding to his body. Well, I think we're keeping the little thong on the inside. Because if I took that thong off, you'd be seeing some, well, you actually wouldn't be seeing much. I guess the closest I could say is you'd be seeing some mound. Oh, that's silly shit. Let me just draw some little designs on here and see what happens. Strap actually makes sense here. No. What if I... No. I think these might just be accessories instead of actually something that I can use. I feel like I need to put, like, buttons or something on these straps. Like they're missing a detail. Metal studs. I haven't drawn any spiky stuff on his outfit yet, so I don't know if I should start adding spikes. I feel like that might start going down a road I don't need to go down. A little too Bowser-esque. Wild Inkay has appeared. Forgot that this does have a little bit of fabric here at the neck, so I have to make sure I add some details to show that. Yeah, there we go. am unsatisfied. I like the way it's going, but I feel like there's something missing. Let me look at it as a whole. I feel like maybe some embellishments in some way. It doesn't have to be something added on. I could just draw some patterns on there that would make it look nice. The Nasty Pig logo. Now I don't want to get in trouble now. The only thing I could think of is to just add more belts, and I feel like that's the cheap way out. I can't just keep adding belts. I mean, I could. What if I just sectioned it off so that the entire thing wasn't clear? PVC. And it would look like this. Maybe I could extend this further down. And I would have to move this a little bit just to straighten it up. May not be the best, but it could fit the vibe of his big claws if you had tear marks or scratches or tear marks to the clothes for detail exposing fur. Buying pre-torn jeans. Just an idea struck me. See, I like that idea, but we are going for a more, dare I say, regal slutwear. So we can't have any tears. I know. Who would have known, but he does actually have jeans that are really torn up. As his main outfit, like his casual outfit, he's got some torn up jeans, so I do have that vibe for him, yes. And then what if I add another stone here? Okay, that does make it look a little cooler. It almost looks like sporty sexy instead of regal sexy. It's probably the piping. But I love to give a good piping on an outfit. So then, in that case, that would mean this goes down. And then up like this. Then we would add another gem here, just to kind of tie the bracelet together with the sleeve. Let me scoot that over a bit. Let's go that way a little bit. Okay, so I'm thinking this is going to be the blocked off kind of black PVC here. This will be the clear PVC here. Wonder if you could add something like that. What's white spotted leopard detail like you'd see in Bugs Bunny or something, but he looks regally slutty as fuck. See, I feel like that would involve a cape of some sort. Should I add a shoulder cape? Blaze core, exactly. That is not connected at all. I'm just doing it orange just to kind of see what it would look like covered up. We did talk about it being covered up. And then having a reveal. I'm not liking it. A reveal is dramatic, regal, and slutty. Maybe if it was a different color. Nah, I'm not liking it. I'll save that though. It'd be pointless to throw it away. What if the fur around the collar went all the way back and kind of had its own like pointed tail trailing down his back? Huh, hold on. Let me explore this idea. So it would go like this. Let me scoot him over. Okay, so let me try that again. Okay, so the fur would come down, come in this direction. And they would come down like this. Okay, so that's the direction it would take. I feel like this might fill it out to where I feel like it's more, like it's extra. I even draw a couple of the hairs overlapping. A wild Arctibax in chat. Let's add some more hair, but have it going down. This way. Okay, so added more hair to the back. Chains attaching parts of the cloak or something, like if you remember Count Dooku. Only chain holding. I might be able to actually include a chain. I do already have a fastener. Like, I technically have a chain fastener here, and I could just have it trailing from here to over here, just lazily. I would like that. You know what would be cute is having an entire, like, tassel curtain that covers everything underneath that rope. As if it was, like, a reveal, and it would move as he walks so you could see underneath it. Now that would be cool, but that is a fuck ton to draw. So I don't think I'm gonna do that. But that would be so cool. I might fix this entire other side of the fur because it's looking a little limp. I might try and draw that fringe curtain just to see what it would look like. But no promises. See if I can't copy and paste some of this hair. I don't feel like redrawing it. Sleep. Good luck with the drawing. Good night, my love. I still have to trace over this entirely. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of work. This outfit ended up being a lot more grand and detailed than I thought it would be. I think I might need to lower that collar, because his neck is not quite that large. It'd have to be like down here. There we go. It's a little better. Kind of. All right, the cape. Well, not really a cape, but the tail, essentially. So much hair. I wanted to make this like black hair, like a really deep color. Oh, this is gonna be a pain in the ass to color later. Nice and full tail. A wild Abra in chat. Sure I didn't do any weird coloration here. Oh, my spine. Me. Whew. This is kind of putting me in a trance doing all this hair. Gotta go to work on a D&D character. Friends, thanks for... Of course, Riri. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you have fun. Message me later. Okay, that's looking a lot more full now. God. I am not retracing the hair. I am just gonna cut the hair out of the original sketch and use it for the final line art, because I am not doing this again. Feel like it needed to be filled out a little more over here. It's a little better. Oh, my feet are so cold. I need to put on some socks or something. There's some little sandals here next to me. Maybe that'll at least cover them up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Whew, load. My goodness. Now this is an outfit. It's a lot. I kind of want to have like a little floating crown. It doesn't exactly have to be crown shaped, right? What if I just did a mass of just like crystals and jewels just kind of mashed together into some amalgam? And called it a crown. Wonder if this would look cool as like a mass of orange crystals. I kind of like that. Let me move it though. Be like right here. No one said it had to be physically tied to this universe. Okay, so let me do some line work here. Then we can get to coloring it in. Let me look this over, make sure all the lines are crossed, all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. That's This ended up being so much more detailed than I thought it would be. Good lord. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna cut around a lot of that hair, and I'm gonna use that in the final design, because that's fine. Okay, so go ahead and do the horns here. Need to be cut out. I guess we'll call Malek back out for when I'm ready to color. I guess he'll need to be here for that. Just so I get everything right. Oh, I just know that the clear PVC fabric that I'm about to draw. Oh, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Oh my goodness. Why do I do this to myself? Been a solid 2 hours and 20 minutes already. Dang. Where does the time go? Where does it go, huh? Got it. Ooh, what the fuck? That is not what I meant to do. It's a cute song. Okay. Hair's looking good so far. Nice piercings in there. This outfit does look cute, though. And it is kind of what I had in mind. A wild Snover in chat. Oh, I don't have a great ball? I'm gonna have to buy some more soon. Let's see if I can't do that now. Let me see. I think it's just shop. Great ball times 20. Will that work? I don't think the spaces are required, actually. I don't think that did it. Hey, I'll figure it out later. Snover is gone anyway. Okay. I think for the rest of the hair, I'm just gonna cut it out of the line art. Like I said, I don't want to do it again. But the collar was kind of meh. Very sketchy. here. Oop, nope. Truly am getting like in a trance while I draw this hair. It's like so automatic at this point. Oh my goodness. Is my tablet not plugged in? That is wild to me. Would have been a stream over in that case. There we go. Crazy. Did not even notice that. Move this around a bit. Make sure that looks a little better. There we go. Make sure it's charging. Okay, it's up to 13% now. Good. There we go. No. Okay, I think the rest of the hair I can just snatch. Snatch it back! Okay, so let's get this fabric looking a little better than it's looking now. Some straighter lines. Better. There we go. That's looking nice. That's looking nice. Add some creases to that piping. There we go. Make it look a little more fabric-like. Okay, so let's put a little more circular pattern here for this piping. I don't even know if that's the correct saying for what I'm doing. I'm assuming this is piping. Like when you have those little bits of fabric at the end that give a little pop of color. I'm not going to correct myself. Any more than I have, I guess. Two dimensions on that button. Come on. So straightened out. There we go. There it is. Beautiful. Nope. Like this is too much fabric action for what it is. It's just a small crease. Again, it looked like a pinched off piece. Guess I could draw this in. Whatever. It's just a small piece. We'll cut off the tail part though. Ooh, y'all, I'm getting tired. Ugh. Might get off here, do some of my commission maybe. snack and watch some anime. I wish I could draw my commission on stream, that way, I might have people to talk to, but again, it's very smutty. Y'all aren't allowed to see that. There we go. Ooh. This lo-fi is gonna put me to sleep. It's literally like bed sounds. Oh. Mm. Oh yeah, caught that Pokemon. Since no one's here, I'm gonna talk to myself and admit some vulnerable things. But earlier today, I caught myself in one of those cycles where I was watching people talk about the universe and how vast it is and how much we don't matter when it comes to the actual entire cosmos. And good God, whenever people talk like that, it just sends me spiraling so much, like in a way that is just mentally scary for me. Like, and then it gets you contemplating on like death and everything like that, and it makes you wonder, like, once you pass, is that it? There really is nothing less. Nothing left. You cease to exist. I don't know. It scared me. I guess that's a healthy thing to be afraid of. Death itself. Everybody dies. But, you know, I just had to pull myself out of it, remind myself where I was, remind myself that I need to enjoy the moments while I can, while it lasts. Because you never know what will happen or when. As long as you keep yourself happy, your loved ones happy, I think that's an accomplishment in and of itself. And for however long the Earth is here, I guess, it's, you know, we lived during the part where, you know, it was still here, I guess. And I'm hoping that it will still be here by the time I'm old and dead. We'll let our future generations deal with the catastrophic Earth-destroying meteors and black holes that I keep reading about. Ugh, gives me the willies thinking about that. And it was like an article about how we're, like, our galaxy is in a deep void, and I was just like, are you serious? I don't need to be reading shit like that. I had to, like, physically stop myself from reading it. Avoid the End of the World with Josh Clark. It's a 5-part series covering all current existential risks. Fascinating stuff, but very anxiety. Oh, Binary Bird. I could not. Like, that kind of stuff really sends me spiraling. It's the reason why, when I watch natural disaster movies, I feel very uncomfortable. Because, like, it's not so much the disaster, but just, like, the massive amounts of casualties that happen during the movies. And I keep thinking, oh man, this is, like, we're focusing on this one family, but, like, millions of people around them are literally dying right now during this, like, fake TV cataclysm. And it's all like, I guess that's the point of the movie, is to, like, narrow it down to, like, a pinprick of, like, one family or one person. That way you don't, like, see it as a whole and get even, you know, more bummed out. But yeah, like, I think that's the main reason why I always talk about how space scares me. Because it just brings up, I don't know, things I shouldn't be thinking about. It is fascinating how literally everything that is possible to keep us alive is just teetering on the ability to do so. Yeah, that was my vulnerable moment of the day. It's just, you know, stuff I don't need to think about. I need to keep myself busy. We need to run our social media game better. I need to take more pictures with all my costumes. That's one of the big things I want to do, is I have so many expensive costumes that I have just lying around that I could be, you know, playing around with, making outfits for, doing skits, doing TikToks, blah. But I haven't, and I feel like it's a waste of an opportunity for me to do so. I don't know, sometimes it's, again, existentialism. It's hard to get out of bed. By the time I get out of bed, it's already like 2 or 3. And I'm just like, eh. In a lot of the pictures, I feel like it would need help. Like, I would have to ask Torn to help me with it. Torn, maybe you want to help me with some pictures someday. Dressing up in, monster costumes. Sexy and unsexy, scary and unscary. I don't know, any of those kinds. I want to mold those fake teeth that we got from that convention. I want to mold those so that they could fit to my mouth. Maybe I could wear those with the vampire masks to that night market that you sent me. Because it would be neat going to the night market as a vampire for the vampire night. I'd have to come up with a cute outfit for it. There's so many different types of vampires you can go for. I was thinking either Urban Decay Or like old school, like classy vampires in like a nice button up outfit or something. One of those would probably work. Wonder how long I'll be able to stay in the outfit. I'm assuming we're not going to be there long, since it's just like the normal night markets that we've been going to, which aren't really that, you know, detailed, as it were. But I should take lots of pictures, I will say that. Oh gosh, not much left. Ugh. Let me pop him up real quick so I can kind of want to contour this bit of fabric to the pecs that they're on. Kind of give them a little bit more depth. Let me move these lines. The crease is kind of interesting here. That's a little better. That under titty crease. Let's follow the contours of the abs a bit. Just your abs, Mr. Frost. We should have that as a sound command too, Torn. Put a reminder when you get to this part of the VOD. Okay, I like that. Show a little bit more of the like actual material that's stretched across him. I guess I did create a kind of epic outfit for him. I feel like this would be the premium outfit in the app store that you would have to pay for, because you know you wanted Malek Heartfang to be in a slutty outfit. I like that you could see some underboob here. Too thick. Put a little bit more crease here. Thicken up these lines. There we go. Should I attempt to color this? No. Might. We'll see how I feel once I finish the line art. I do like that his little thong is peeking out. He's a little slut. Wild Bonsly? Bonsly? Bonsley? Bosley? Bosley? Okay, wait. I had to add a little bit of crease before it gets to the bracelet, because the bracelet would make the fabric right up if it's pressing up against it. It's odd that I can, like, think of that. I don't know why. I don't know. I've heard different things growing up about how people that are othered, queer, or, you know, stuff like that, often have an innate talent for creativity because they spend a lot of time not really saying anything and instead observing and, like, gaining a innate sense of observation often leads to you being able to memorize a lot of shapes, a lot of words, stuff like that. So sometimes your writing capability tends to level up a bit, your artistic talent tends to level up. Does that mean friends are a distraction? I sure wasn't distracted in middle school, that's for sure. That's when I drew the most. I mean, I took art class in high school, but I don't know. I feel like art class wasn't really, like, what I wanted it to be. It wasn't so much practical art as it was just learning about art. But I guess that's part of it, is you learn about art so that you can kind of learn who came before and what your inspirations can be. And I'm assuming that if I ever go to art school or higher education art, that's what I'll be learning. Which, it wouldn't be a waste. I do like the idea of learning, like, the past of art. I don't know. Then again, I always feel weird going to, like, an artist museum and everything. Kind of just staring at it. Because a lot of times it's subjects that I wouldn't think to draw. Like, I found that a lot of times I can't really focus or do something unless, like, I like it. Like, it's appealing to me. Like drawing, I don't know, sexy men or monsters. That's appealing to me, so it ends up me being able to draw it and, like, it keeping my attention. Which, me finding out that I have ADHD probably also lended to that. Especially the inattentive ADHD they told me I have, which is the one that makes you lose interest in things. Ain't that a pile of shit? Okay, so let me... No, wait. Almost forgot part of the sleeve. But yeah, so it's just like landscapes, random shapes and shit. I mean, maybe I would benefit from trying to learn stuff like that too. I definitely need to work on my backgrounds, that's for sure. Middle school art class did not have enough drawing sexy men. True. I wish back then I was a little more bold, because I totally would have. I did draw a lot of girls with big boobies. Go figure. Was very popular with the boys on that one. I did not take advantage of social hierarchy enough in high school. I was definitely a wallflower, blend into the background kind of guy. Which I do regret, in a way. But I also don't regret it, because, you know, I had a pretty, I don't know, safe and mundane high school experience, and not many queer people can say that. So I am thankful. But, you know, it is what it is. You can't change the past. Especially not school or how it happened or anything like that. God, I think about it. I graduated high school in 2006, y'all. 2006, damn. That's almost 20 years ago. Next year, it will be 20 years since I graduated high school. I never took any higher education either. But then again, I also don't have student loans to pay off, so that's nice. I don't have children, so that's even, you know, even better. Probably wouldn't have been able to take this long hiatus that I'm taking from manual labor or working if I had children or student loans, that's for sure. I guess I never really, in my head, I never really thought this is what I wanted to do with my life. I don't know, as I grew older, I realized that just, I don't know, working and buying the things you like and, I don't know, playing video games and drawing and stuff like that, that's okay too. I don't have to be counting big stacks of cash as long as I can pay my bills and do the things I like. Isn't that enough? Maybe not for some people, I guess. Maybe they wanted a little more in life. I get it. It would be nice to be able to afford more expensive electronics or nicer phones or stuff like that. Maybe more costumes in my case. But, you know, it is what it is. And I feel like there's no point in me having gone to school without, you know, something in mind. At least that's how I rationalize it. He has a meaty tuck. Malek the Tuck. I was thinking about the other day. I saw Tim Allen on some show. I don't even know what it was. It wasn't Home Improvement, though. I think he was on other stuff after that. And I'm almost positive he's on a new show with Kat Dennings, where he plays her dad. Made me think about Home Improvement, though. That was like the show to watch. Especially in my house, because, you know, my dad was... He liked to do construction and stuff like that, and, you know, stuff with tools. So, like, it was like his jam. It made me also think about Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I don't know if I really liked Jonathan Taylor Thomas as, like, a heartthrob. I think even when I was younger, I liked Older Men. That kind of still holds up. Well, maybe not now, because Older Men would be, like, men in their 40s and 50s at this point. Or like my husband. Zing! But I don't think Jonathan Taylor Thomas was the one for me. I'm trying to think of who it was. I can't really think of like a teenage heartthrob. Oh, that's right. I've talked about that before. Haley Joel Osment. Because we were the exact same age. I mean, I guess we still are the exact same age. But as I was growing up, I always thought he was so cute. And you know what? As thick Haley Joel Osment, yes. He can still absolutely get it. He's so cute. Yeah, that would probably be my growing up, like, same age crush. Well, that zipper turned out pretty good. I think that's everything. Let me look. Okay, so let me cut the hair off of this real quick. Cut this off, or at least copy and paste. Let's turn this off. Let's turn this down. Then let's erase the bits I don't need from this. Excuse me. Go back and touch it up afterwards. I think that's it. Yeah. Let's turn you back up. Then let's connect you. Here and here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see? Nice and quick. Pain-free. Well, a little pain. You have to do a little bit of touch-up here and there, but you know what? It worked out. Oh, my feet are still cold. Wonder if Torn would get mad at me if I go in there and put my cold feet underneath his belly. I think he would. Then he would point out the double standards about how if he did that to me, I would be really mad. And he's correct, I would be really mad. And yes, there is a double standard. He's just gonna have to deal with it. Probably like a heating pad. That would probably do it. Make my toesies feel a little better. Okay, that's a little bit. Alright, Malek, let's see what you look like under there. Maybe I'll just drop some color in there. I don't have to like fully color and shade it, but it would be interesting to see some color on it. I won't go completely wild with it. Electivire, nice. Okay, so let's do dark grays. Okay, let me see if I remember what is what. Okay, so this part is gray. I guess I need to just decide what kind of color the piping is. Probably do it orange, to be honest. Or white. White is what immediately comes to mind. Let me turn down the brightness of this background. There we go. That's a little better. So this part would be black. Sure, I got all the pieces. Okay. This part would be black. Okay. This part. There. Okay. It's looking cute. I'm thinking I want to do gold for like the accessories. Like that would really pop. Maybe like a duller gold like this. Yeah, it's a little better. A little bit of a line right here. Go. Could I make the chess piece gold? I feel like that would look good as gold. This part. Yeah, I am correct. It does look good as gold. That means all the other hardware would be gold, like the piercings. And the zippers. And these buttons. This metal clasp. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe it's just the zipper. Got to color this part. And I think these straps are going to be the same color as the black. I feel like that would look good. Yeah, I like that. Make these gold as well. I feel like that would bring it all together if I made these gold as well. I like it. I like it a lot. I'll make these little kind of sock attachments. Okay, so now I have to decide what color I want the piping. I'm gonna do white. I'm just gonna assume white looks good. I feel like white is always nice, clean piping color. Oh, I like that a lot. That looks good. I make this white as well? I like it as white. So yes, I'm going to do it white as well. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do this panel here like a bluish color. Because it's going to be, I mean, all of it's going to be clear, but the panel is going to be an even more clear part of the outfit. Maybe these little portions under here will be like a clear mesh as well, or like a clear PVC latex. Yeah, I like that. I like how that looks. Oh, right. This part is also that color. So we're going to move you down to the bottom. And what color? I think this color is good for now. So I can add some shading. Let me do that gold zipper. That's the last bit of hardware I need to color in. Yeah, that looks good. Wow, this is all coming together. I like it. Color in. I think I missed a little portion right here. It's turned out cute. Let's do orange diamonds. Because of course, Malek has a giant orange gem on his chest. So it only makes sense. Oh, wait, almost forgot one. Did I catch the other one? I did catch the other one. Oh, right. There's one up here too. Gotta put it all together. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Like that. Color in the gem. And then after that, I just need to color in the, like, main cape. Like, literally, like, a mane of hair as a cape. Yes. Look at that giant crystal, though. I love crystal. Yes, there we go. Okay, what am I doing the hair as? Am I just doing it black as well? Feel like a deeper black? I mean, this is gonna be clear anyway. See what it would look like as a clear fabric. Linear burn might be the one. I don't know. I feel like I need it to, like, actually look like it. Might just do it normal and then just reduce the opacity. Then I feel like it lacks something. Like I'm not seeing all of the definition underneath. Thinking just darker color might have to be it. What happens when I invert fabric color? I don't know. I might change it to like a darker, like a gray. Kind of take a little bit away from the harshness of the lines. That's a little better. Okay, now to color in the hair. That's the last part. Okay, so we're doing a black color of hair. Ish. Whoopsie. Not that. Try that again. Let me turn off that gray scale. I might have to do a different way of coloring this, because I'm going to be missing a lot of spots if I do it drag and drop way. I just have to do it manually. There we go. That is a little easier. I'd have to do that for the whole thing. Pain in the ass, but I think it'll take me a lot less time, even though it feels like a lot more time. But I don't think it is. I don't think I'm gonna shade this tonight. I'm already dripping and drooling and drifting. I wonder if I'd ever be confident enough to wear this outfit. Probably not, to just answer that immediately. I wish I was more body confident. I mean, I have an outfit that's vaguely similar to the one he's wearing, in like the fact that it has like mesh cutouts and stuff like that, but I don't know. Not something I would wear in public, oddly enough, even though I've bought it to wear. But it's more like, again, like a costume piece that I can wear with like a mask in combination. I don't know if I'm not taking the pictures and wearing the mask. Again, is it even like worth continuing to collect them all? I guess yes, because it does make me happy. Oof, going into a trance again. You know, we have that, give me 20 pounds, redemption. Lately, I've just been kind of lifting the little weights all on my own. I'm hoping that eventually I'll get nice, strong arms. But I have to do enough to actually feel the effects, like actually make it hurt. There we go. Ooh, that looks good. I have this on another layer, so I could always like test out a bunch of different colors. Like I could try out how this would look as like a white color, like white mane. That would be really cool. But I like the idea of like a big black mane. I feel like it gives a good like background almost. It makes him more imposing. I bet a big white mane would also look pretty good on him. I think I might want to put this layer of hair all the way in the back. I don't know. Like I might catch those little gaps that I missed. Because this is a clear outfit. Technically, the little bits that kind of hang over that don't cover the skin would be... You'd be able to see the color of the hair behind it. Like technically like right here. Be able to see the hair. I would have to put the hair underneath this. Did I fully color that? Oh, right. What the fuck? Ah, I guess that looks a little different when he's fully here. Try another color. Oh, that's not the right one. This one. I guess this is a good way of finding out a good color. Actually having him fully visible. It's a hard choice. Almost feels like it has to be like the normal like layer. I don't know. I'll mess around with that later. 'Cause I feel like I'm not going to get that right tonight. Interesting. Need to do an adjustment here. Oh, and I missed a spot too. That's no bueno. There we go. Hear that. Much better. Yeah, I had not drawn out one of the mesh parts farther enough away, so like part of his body was cut out in a way that it shouldn't have been cut out. Looks like I didn't finish the lines here for this hair. Finish that now. How many spots did I just fully missed? Sure that got all the areas. What I'll probably end up having to do is have another layer up here of hair. And I'll have to cut out part of the tail in the background. Because the tail technically shouldn't be visible. There we go, like that. And the hair would extend further back, like here. There we go. There it is. Gotta do a little maintenance on Malek himself. Part of him? Did I do that? Do that? Fudge. I mean to do that. Hate it when I find like a giant line somewhere that I didn't mean to do. Just kind of just scratched in there. There we go. That's better. that part of the tail? Maybe that's what that is. Yeah, that is part of the tail. Oh, I guess I gotta readjust that. What I thought was like part of his body that I missed covering was just his tail in the background, which shouldn't be showing. Adjust that. I have to move the outfit back. Be a little blurry there, but whatever. Okay. There's some technical difficulties there. Also, what is that dot? Oh my god. That. What is that? Did I draw that on there too? My god. Here we go. Look at me. Then do this up here too. Move this, put it out. Oh, what is this? What is that? Is that part of the tail? What is that? Oh my god, what is that? Okay, I just need to color this part in. Got it. That's what that is. More technical difficulties. Means I can move this outfit a bit. There we go. Tighten that shit up. Gotta keep it tight, Malek. He's looking great, though. That mane? Ooh, that's regal. Almost done, y'all. Definitely not going to shade this. It'll take me another 2 or 3 hours, actually. I'll shade it later. Maybe on my off time. My free time, I mean. Oh, almost. Really need to pee. I'm not holding it in. But I'm fine. Hell yeah. Oop. Let's check for any dots that I've missed. Dang, that looks pretty cool. I do kind of want to play around with like the color of the like PVC black part. Like if I could do normal and just do a black color, like all white. I don't know. Let me duplicate that layer. We're gonna do a color balance because that usually tosses on some color. There we go. What would different colors look like? I kind of like the like red jogging suit. What would that look like? Clear. That's definitely something else, that's for sure. Darker color. That. Purple looks cool. Once it gets some shading on there, I think the black PVC version will look pretty cool. Might make it a darker black. Once I get some shading in there, again, the dimensions will stand out a little better. Definitely looks unique, that's for sure. Or if I just do it like a white color, that would look like. Oh, nope, I'm on the wrong thing. Hold on. Like how that looks too. Like a dingier, like clear vinyl. Like a brown vinyl. Interesting to see the different colors here. The pink is a vibe. This full dark blue, though, that's the color that makes it look more like clear vinyl there. It looks great. This is a cool costume. I wonder if this middle part... I feel like the straps here and the strap up here need to be black, but they also need to not be invisible black. Same thing with this little patch. I'll mess around with that later. for now, this is what I ended up with. Not bad. Not bad for almost 4 hours of work. But for now, I'll let this go. If I do end up shading it, I'll probably put it in the Discord. So if you're watching the VOD at a later time, hassle me, tell me to finish shading this, and maybe I will. But for now, I'm gonna say goodnight, because I want to go to bed. Y'all have a good one, and thank y'all so much for hanging out with me or watching the VOD later. Bye!